Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Danielle, aka Stitcherista, here on YouTube. And hey, today is Friday, August 19th. So, I'm trying to think of what order. I have so much stuff to show you guys today. It's amazing what, like, thought process at night winds up doing. So, let me go back to last night, and I did stitch, when I got done filming the video, I did stitch a little bit on the Liz Matthews piece that I was working on from the Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, and I'll admit, I wasn't enjoying it. I haven't really been enjoying that piece. But I was like, oh, I'll just keep going. And then I went to stitch the bottom. You know how it looks like patchwork, kind of? I went to stitch the bottom, and the white was not showing up on the paper. And I said, well, let me change the white, and I changed it to a yellow, and I didn't like it. And I said, all right. Well, it was dinner time then, so I just put it away. So my plan was to stitch after dinner. I mean, at bedtime, because I wanted to sit and watch a movie. And I had just posted something to Instagram yesterday, I think, about stitching. The return is 50 times what you, like, for calmness, calming you down. I know it calms me down whenever I'm like, you know what I mean? So I come in now at 7:30 p.m. We had gotten an email from the place. We don't have cable TV anymore. We haven't had it for a while. We have internet, high-speed internet. And we have it through our cable company that we used to have cable through. We had gotten an email. I'd gotten a letter in the mail like a month ago that said they were bought out by somebody else. So there's going to be a point in time where I'm going to have to set up a new, like, create a new account with them, because I have paperless billing. I pay it online, all that. Okay. Well, I read that and it goes out of my head because, you know, I'm dealing with 8,000 other things every single day. So I get an email at 7:30 last night that says, important, urgent, you know, click on this link to create your new account with the new company. Because when you go to the old link, it's not even valid anymore. And I'm like, you know what, our cable bill is coming due. Like, it's normally due like the 19th, 20th, 22nd, something like that. Now, I'm telling you this story because this is what started the whole thing with the stitching. Anyway, so I go to click on the email. I click on it, and it says, put in your 6-digit code that you received in a letter. I don't receive any 6-digit code. I don't receive anything like that because I'm very conscientious about that kind of stuff. I'm the one that handles the finances. I pay the bills. I do all the computer stuff. I'll do all that. I didn't get no fucking letter, let me tell you. So, it says, if you don't have your code, click here. It's almost like when you forget your password and they send you an email to reset it. It said it can take up to 5 minutes to receive the email. Okay. I'll wait 15 minutes. Now, by this time, it's like 8:30. And I said, you know what? I'm going to call the customer service line. Well, of course, they stop answering their phones at 8, so I get the answering service, which does me no good. So I'm like, I'm just, that kind of stuff, like the big stuff doesn't make me crazy. Like, I can deal with that. It's that little stuff like that that just makes me insane. And it's something, obviously, I'm needing to work on. Obviously, because I was just so irate that this had taken me an hour trying to fool with this, and it was taking away from my stitching time. So I tell Bill, and because he was still awake, I said, I'm just going to have to call in the morning. Great. Looking forward to that, right? So I sit down to stitch. And, you know, I'm irritated. So I'm like, I'm tense. I'm irritated. So I sit down. And what's so funny is I go to pull out the blanket that I bought from Amazon. I just washed it yesterday. It smelled really good. It felt dry when I pulled it out of the dryer. However, when I went to put it on myself, it was still damp as hell. I threw that thing off of there, and I'm like, all right. I want to show you the blanket, though, because it is probably one of the nicest blankets I've ever bought. So it is fleece. I mean, it's thick. And it's like this. Isn't it gorgeous? And they have so many different colors. I will link it down below. I want to say it was $30. I got gray because the chair's gray, but they have like pink, blue, yellow. It's so warm. So I said, all right, I'm going to throw that in the dryer. when I go downstairs. I was irritated by that. So I get a movie on my iPad and I pull out my stitching. And I'm like, F this. I hate this project. Why am I working on something I hate? So then I'm like, what am I going to work on? Right? So I'm looking through my stuff. Now, I'm keeping this project keeper for my Primrose Cottage Stitches. Not that. That can go in the trash now. My Primrose Cottage Stitches Toil and Trouble. Remember, I started it and the paper got marked up and I wound up ripping a hole in it. Let me show you that. I don't think I even showed you that. I kept the paper because I wanted to know the size to cut. Look at that nice little hole. Isn't that fantastic? Yeah. Fantastic. Okay. I'm in a good mood, rare mood today, right? I'm keeping this project keeper for that project because I will be restarting that at some point. I decided, let me pull out one of my new gorgeous ones for my next project. So I decide I'm going to work on this. It is Heart and Hands Halloween Merry Making Mini. Now it's really small because I'm stitching it on 18 count, but they use Gentle Art sampler threads. Nope, I just picked DMC. And it even comes with the beads. Little tiny beads, because there's like 3 beads even though they give you a whole bunch. Yeah. So this is how far I got. Don't you love this washi tape? It reminds me of Beetlejuice, doesn't it? So yeah, I enjoyed stitching the pumpkin and then part of the border. I mean, this is going to be really tiny, so this will definitely go in my junk journal. No problem at all. It'll be the first one in the Halloween one. But I felt this calmed me instantly when I stitched this. And I realized, I came to a realization, I absolutely love stitching on the 18 count paper so much because I can only use one strand. And I love that. So I've decided I'm going to put all my 14 count paper up on eBay in an auction. I'm going to do it after this video. So if you, I'll link the, before I put the video up, I'll link the paper. Here's all the paper. I have a lot. I'm just going to do it one big lot. So if you want 14 count paper, which means now I got to paint or color the paper if I want it colored. As in for the Primrose Cottage Stitches piece because I wanted it purple. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to go to Michael's today. I'm going to go to Michael's and try to get some spray paint. Okay. So, well, first off, I ordered some more 18 count paper from 123 Stitch. I do have like 3 or 4 packs, but now that I'm going to be doing that solely, need more. So I ordered some more of that. So I decided, okay, I'm going to go to Michael's. Go to Michael's. First of all their spray paint is locked up, so you would have to get somebody to come unlock it. And have you ever had to do that? They're just standing there waiting for you, and it's just like I feel rushed. So, and plus, they didn't hardly even have any colors. I was like, what's going on? So before I even went to the spray paint aisle, though, I have seen so many cool finishes on like different things, like seasonal things. Java Girl Stitches does a bunch of it. I want to say Helen. I don't know her channel name, but she does a lot of good finishes. And I said, you know what? When I walked in Michael's had all their Halloween stuff out and it was 40% off. So I said, well, let me look. I need to make it a point to visit these stores when the seasonal stuff comes out. I really do. Now, you know, I've been very careful about bringing a whole bunch of stuff back in the house after I just cleaned everything out. But I have wall space now a little bit, and I can put stuff on my door. I think it's going to be awesome to try to do little finishes on this stuff. So I want to show you what I got, because I got quite a bit. Okay. Well, first off, I got, you know, when you go up to the register, they have like those little travel games. I can't believe I saw this, the travel game. We have the big game. One of my subscribers bought it for me for my birthday. I can't remember who it was. You know who you are, thank you. But it's a big giant board. This is the travel one. So Ocean City, when we go in a couple weeks, 2 weeks, I'm packing this in the suitcase. And then I also got Go Fish because we like playing games like that. Okay. So the first thing I got was this little doodad, which I need to find a way, like I can probably just rip it off. I don't want this. I'm not putting it on a shelf. I'm going to stick it to the door. But you can, it has a paper clip, not a paper clip. It has a little clip. And look, it says cutest pumpkin in the patch, meaning fall, Halloween. I could even hang this on it because this is going to be tiny. Might do that. But then I can just switch it out. Love that, right? Yeah. So got that. And then I also got this one, which I loved. Okay. The idea would be to stitch something that's this size or pretty close to it so I can just cover it. And wouldn't that look so cool? Yeah. So I got that one. And then in their Halloween section, they had this. Now, I realized that when I buy this stuff, I may be sitting with this stuff for a long time trying to find a piece that's going to fit. But I'm confident that eventually, maybe years, who knows, I will find something that will fit here. Yeah. So got that one. I hemmed and hawed about that one, but I actually really liked it. This one I really liked too. Oh my God. Look at that. I just love how this is done up here. Yeah, definitely could find a square, please. Yeah. And I got this one. Love the shape of the frame. That's why I got it. So figure out something. What would be cool is if I did something like perfectly square where I could keep this here, and this here, and just cover from here up to here. Yes, indeedy. I love the shape of that. And you're probably like, oh my God, Danielle, you bought so much. I know. I've been shopping, more shopping in these past 2 weeks than I probably have in like a year. And then they had this 80% off. I know is it 80% off? What was this? $19.99. Yeah, I got this for $4. I just really loved the green in this. I know I could stitch something spring-wise that'll fit around there. Yeah. And again, can stick this on the door or on the wall with, this is pretty lightweight, with the picture hangers. So, got all that. So, that was Michael's. Then I'm like, well, I want a basket to hold all that stuff or some kind of organization thing, right? So I'm like, all right, I need to look for paint anyway, so I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby because right down the street is Hobby Lobby and right next door is Home Goods. If you ever need a basket, Home Goods is the ticket. So I got this basket at Home Goods. Nice, right? Now, I'm going to pause the video. It's only going to be a second for you, but I'm going to pause and put all the stuff in there and take you out in my crafting area and show you what I did, because in order to have a space for this in my craft area, I had to rearrange some stuff. So I'm going to pause and do that and take you out there and show you, and I'll explain when I get out there. Okay. So, do you remember there used to be a diamond painting here in the corner on a big easel? It was, cherry blossom something from what's the company? My God, my brain. I decided I wanted this basket here in the corner. Okay, so there's what it looks like with all the stuff in it. Isn't it cute? Very nice and organized. But that meant I had to move that diamond painting somewhere. Here's what I did. I put that diamond painting there. Let me get out of this so it's not glare. So that diamond painting is hung there. Now there was already a nail there because what was already there was that painting. Remember that painting from Joanne that she did, paint by numbers? So I just switched those. And then I wound up taking this from my office and putting that down there. So I think that actually looks pretty good. We're going to see if Bill notices. He usually is very observant and notices stuff like that. Well, because I moved that, let me take you back into my office. That looks really good there though, right? Yeah. So I had a big gaping space because it was Glad Quaker Heart from Shepherd's Bush. It was right here. So I'm like, well, shit, what am I going to put there? So I wound up moving this. This was over here. This was on this wall. This was up there. And what's nice is it was on the wall by the 3M picture hanger. So nothing, no damage to the wall, nothing. So I just hung it back up over here with 3M picture hangers. And what's nice is I have space right there for something. Yes. And I really now have space above Charlize's picture and below. I mean, look at all that space right there. Are you kidding me right now? Yeah. So, isn't the picture so beautiful? She looks so good in that picture. Okay. A large part once I got back from the store. So this morning, when I was checking email and doing all that good stuff, bought 2 more patterns. Now, I do have to show you what I got at Hobby Lobby because I did walk next door there. Shannon Christine designs. Her sister, Erin Elizabeth, is also designing. So these were her 2 designs. I love this one. I loved the colors. I love like bright blues, greens, oranges, all that. This is called October 31st. Oh my God, how could I not get that, right? Yeah. Love, love, love it. And then I also got this one, Witch's Coffee House. Dude, are you kidding? Yeah. Love. Shannon Christine Design site. She is listing them on there. Okay, Hobby Lobby. So I walked around in there also and looked at their seasonal stuff because they have Halloween and they have a little bit of their Christmas stuff out. Not all of their Christmas stuff out. So still a little early for that. I did find though, and their fall stuff was 40% off and their Christmas stuff was 50% off. So I got these 2 things. This one says 2 pumpkins. This says grateful, but I really like this one. I thought I could even put the thing I'm stitching now on here. Stick it to the wall somewhere, you know? Yeah. This was $8.99 for 2 of them, so 40% off of that. Then, that was all I saw in their fall stuff, but isn't this so cute? Wouldn't a little, because I'm stitching on 18 count, I can find a small ornament and it would fit like right here. Wouldn't that be so cute? Yeah, it would. So those 2 things can go in the basket out there. And then when Bill and I were in there last week, because remember we were in there last Friday because I was looking for a basket or an end table for next to my chair. We saw these Christmas ornaments. We always try to get a new ornament for our tree every year. In addition, because in the December retreat at Ocean City, I actually participate in the ornament exchange. I stitch an ornament and then you get someone's ornament. So what's cool is I get a new ornament every year. Well, we had seen these ornaments and they're like $15 each. And he was like, oh, let's get one for us. And then we'll get one for his daughter and her boyfriend. Because he just got his apartment last year. So I figured they could put it on their tree. But at $15, I was like, but it was 40% off. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to get it now. So I thought it's so cute. I figure Bill and I try to get us to get a good picture for this year, either at Ocean City or somewhere. Hang this on the tree. Yeah, so I got 2 of those. He'll be nice and surprised when he comes home for me to show him that. And then Hobby Lobby, all their spray paint is out. But again, like shelves were empty. What is it? What am I missing? Is it the pandemic? I don't know what's happening, but I'm going to have to do some research and look on Amazon for spray paint or something because I need more colors than what I got. Now, what I did get, I'm very curious to try. So here's the purple I got because I needed purple. I need purple for the Halloween piece. So this is called Gloss Gumdrop. I'm going to be very careful when I do this because like I said, my main reason for not using spray paint was I didn't want it to clog the holes. But if you don't go like gangbusters on it, you know, if you're careful, you can probably poke out the paint with a needle if it did clog up a hole, right? So this is going to be the lavender because there is a purple in the piece, the stitched piece, That's a darker purple. So this is pretty close to, let's take a peek, because I still have the paper. Yeah, because look, there is the darker purple. So yeah, I would say that's pretty close to it. This will definitely be more purple. Yeah, there's only one purple, so this will be just fine. So I will have to paint that. And it's going to be smaller because I'm stitching it on 18 count. I'm going to keep that out there. Okay. And then I wanted black because there's a bunch of things I want to stitch on black. They had this color morph paint. I don't know what that means, but I got this. It says apply to maximize color shifting effect. Does it morph from like gray to black? I don't know, but I'm very interested to try. So I got that one. And then I had to get this one. It morphed from purple to green. Like shape shifting or like color shifting paint. I always told Bill if I ever got my car painted, I'd want this kind of paint on it. It's expensive. I'll never get it. But where it like looks green, but then you get up on it, it's purple. Yeah, love that. So I'll have to definitely try that. But where the hell am I getting more colors of paint? I need more than 3. Okay, I wanted to put something, I filmed this after the video you're watching, but I wanted to just talk to you for a second about coloring the paper. So I painted this paper, I spray painted it. Now, with the purple that I bought. Great color, but it's rough. I don't like that. I mean, the original white paper, smooth as can be. And when I color it with the Copic marker, smooth. So I'm like, all right, the Copic marker is going to be the way to go. So I'm like, all right, I need to find a way to get the ink on here, or I need to buy a refill. So I went on Dick Blick Art because they have like everything. And I actually purchased a refill. The refill was like $5.39. And it's supposed to be the equivalent of 3 or 4 markers, I think. Because each marker has like 3 milliliters of ink and a refill is 12. So it's still cheaper to buy a refill and to refill your marker than it is to buy a new marker. But I was wondering, could I use the ink from the refill and just apply it directly to the paper instead of refilling my marker? So what I decided to is I ordered purple, this purple, which is soft violet. That's what I'm going to use for the paper. But I also ordered black. And I also ordered, so obviously there's people that do ink art, like alcohol ink art. And they have like these little sprayers. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. So I bought 2 little sprayers. And I'm going to try to spray. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. You know, because especially if I do a big piece and I have a big piece of paper. So we'll see. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I don't like this. I don't like the rough feeling. Not to mention it stinks to high heaven because it's paint. Yeah, I don't like the feeling on that. So I actually went and canceled the little tent thing on Amazon because this is the way I'm going to go. Coloring it with Copic markers. So I'll update you though when I get the stuff and I color the paper because yeah, this is the color I'm going to use. It's this one, this soft violet. I like that purple. That's going to look pretty good. But I'm afraid of running out because the size piece of paper I need is 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. That's not too big, but I don't know if I start coloring it. I'm gonna try if I have enough ink in this. I've never even used that marker, so I might. But okay, so back to the original video. Yeah. So that was Hobby Lobby, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I thought that was a lot. That was a lot for me to do today for sure. But yeah, I will be listing the paper, including the 2 packs of lavender mist that I just bought because I'm going to paint it. I might even paint this today. Now, what I did today too, I went online on Amazon because I painted stuff in the past on the back deck and gotten paint on the steps, which Bill was not thrilled with. They make this little tent. That's like a pop-up tent where you put the piece in there and you paint in there and the paint gall gets on the inside. I bought one of those from Amazon. So I'm waiting for that to come in. That's going to be my best bet for sure. But I'm eager because I am going to be done this piece probably, hopefully this weekend. Now, I already lined up another Halloween piece, and I may do that piece before I stitch the Primrose Cottage Stitches one, because I'm not getting that little painting tent until Monday. I went through when I was looking last night, and I found this Prairie Schooler Bump in the Night. Oh my God, I love this so much. And it would stitch up right on white, because you only, and I even like the two smaller pieces on the back. It's only two colors, 3371, which is like a black brown, and then an orange. If they use 3826, but I could use like a brighter orange if I really wanted to. But don't you love that? Yes. So I had picked that out to stitch after my Halloween piece. So I will probably start that and do that, and that will take me a while. But yeah, so that's it. That's all I got. Need to sit down and take a breath. I know that. So we're going to skip the small miracle story and the little thing today, just because I had so much talking and all that. I need to go put all this away, rest. Yeah. So I hope you guys are all having a good Friday and that you have a good weekend. I will be back on Monday, unless the mood strikes me, because I did a video on Sunday last week. So as always, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section below, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.